love to you guys shop.
So much.
You're very welcome. Yes.
Thanks for coming. Yeah. Have a great day.
These Mizuno running
See,
one
look,
trip.
these are men's.
Are these men's maybe?
Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Can you carry a case of that tea? Hot tea?
So Phoenix Project started the day of the fires, so on December 30th. And Trent Bush and I were texting back and forth and thinking about like, what can we do? And Black Lab, as you know, is all about community. And we were like, listen, we have such an amazing community here. Like, this is our people. And what if we just asked all these brands to come together and contribute? And then what if we just had this big, basically, distribution event, like a free shopping event? It was just an idea. And as you know, like, we're all about turning ideas into reality. And it's a perfect example of that. So where there's a will, there's a way. And so all of a sudden I called Emily Bradbury, our GM. I said, are you up for this? And she's like, I'm up for it.
Saddle up.
And then I called Chris Sword and said, hey bud, can you reach out to your brands? And he said, yep. And just started calling people. Called Jonathan Lance next, and we met the next day. He's like, absolutely. I mean, if you saw all those shoes he brought in, amazing. I think he's donated over 2,000 pairs of La Sportiva shoes.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then Trent just started calling out all to his folks, Fall Raven, and we have stuff from like Cloudveil way back in the day, Volcom. I called Adidas. We got 510. Under Armour showed up and sent a bunch of stuff. So like, it's just a perfect example of like when you have a purposeful community and you ask for them to be part of it, like they'll say yes. This was all about mental health too, right? Like, how do we actually get people back outside? Well, they need a pair of hiking shoes, they need a jacket, they need some base layers, they need some warm socks. And a month and a half after, it was like a perfect time. I think we're uniquely set up to do something like this. Plus, I mean, the truth is, these brands showed up, but they couldn't have done this in their place. It would have been disruptive for their businesses to do it. But for like La Sportiva, again, to be able to make that shift and donate all this stuff and bring it here, we've got companies in a bunch of companies in California and on the East Coast sending stuff, right? So they want to contribute. And again, that's what this is. That we built Black Lab for, is to bring people together, build a community, turn thoughts into reality, do the impossible. Right? So
It's there's a lot of different emotion here. There are a lot of people that are sad, and there are a lot of people who don't want to be here getting free things from a place. And so, we're all leading with our hearts and leading with love.
Like a lot of people, I was sitting there watching the smoke come up, getting calls from my parents who were in the pre-evacuation zone, and knowing kind of what was going on, and just feeling super helpless and not knowing what to do. So, literally sitting on my couch and sent JP a text. I said, "Hey man, like, you want to do something? Try to figure something out to help these people." And that's how it all started. I mean, honestly, beyond my expectation. I mean, we had so many brands that just dug really deep, and really helped support a few brands that were super key early on. Fall Raven in particular, not only with product but with staff and with racks and with hangers and with all that. Some of our own brands contributed, and just everybody that was involved has just been amazing, way beyond expectation. Just being able to just help people. I know people are kind of really hurting, and so just really that. Trent Bush, one of the people who put the Phoenix Project together.
Howdy, Brad.
You like this?
Yeah.
Oh, right on, dude.
That's a nice pullover.
For sure. It's got this little thing here too. It's kind of cool. Okay.
Is it Volcom?
Volcom, yeah. There's a lot of nice Volcom stuff here today.
They donate so much.
For sure.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. I feel like
I even found some Supreme stuff.
Yeah. There's some spattered out like randoms. But
totally.
Yeah, that looks great.
For sure. Thank you, dude.
What are all the pockets? They have like, I think they're stash pockets.
These are just,
The expandables.
yeah, exactly.
So you can fit
expandables.
multiple burritos.
Right. Exactly, right?
JP and Trent and I saw the obvious that was happening. Thankfully, there were a lot of people who were seeing the same thing. A lot of folks came together and came up with some great ideas, and we saw the opportunity to try and rally the outdoor, and active living space and do something that was meaningful. Take our time, 6 weeks or so, and put something together that would serve a broad amount of needs, because it's such a big, obviously group of folks who are affected, and we just knew that people needed to replace everything, and for us in the outdoor industry, they need to replace things that keep them, mentally balanced and happy and physically active. So it just kind of came together organic, like so many efforts that have been coming together over the last couple of months. When you first get together and you start pulling together something like this, you think, oh my God, is anybody gonna, rally? Is anybody gonna step up? Are people gonna sign up, right, on both sides? Are we gonna be able to get the brands together? Are we gonna be able to get the affected families aware and energized to show up? And we couldn't be any happier so far, right? Because in the big scheme of things, it's a very small effort, but thankfully, again, in aggregate, there's so many people coming together to help. I think the affected families are feeling the love and getting some real tangible, meaningful things that they need, and filling some of the mental space that is so negatively affected. Get outside, have fun, and get your balance back. Chris Sword with RovR Products.
I suspect that we're probably in the 1,500 range right now as far as people goes. I mean, again, credit to the brands for just giving so much. Still, hopefully everyone comes in and gets something they don't have and walks away and just realizes that this is for them, right? There's no other reason other than really, us as a community being there, and hopefully they feel that.